أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Welcome to the courtroom, a digital courtroom that is simulated to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. It is included in the blog, and I will be explaining that shortly. We are moving towards the future of artificial intelligence rapidly, and we don't have the time to sit around, have discussions endlessly, deal with people who are going to be dealing with their brainstorming or their first drafts, because as we know, life is just, when you have a creative idea, you have to go through many drafts before you come through to a final draft. And when I look at the future, I see this unique ability of people to step back and utilize the technology of the future by simulating a courtroom, filtering your ideas, challenging yourself, coming up with a methodical plan, boom, 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 and then including it in your blog as an example. This way, those who are not original thinkers or have nothing to contribute are left on the sidelines, because whoever sets up a system should think about how creative ideas are thought about, presented, and how things start moving in a direction where the future meets the present and the past. So in this video, there is a blog included, and that blog is a virtual courtroom where Gemini, GPT, Claude, and DeepSeek have been included, and Pilot. So we have 5. Gemini as the court proceeding clerk docket, GPT is the planner, Claude as the questioner, DeepSeek as kind of the writer, because I like the style, and Pilot as the coordinator, where I keep getting wonderful ideas from all the AIs. Grok and all the other have not been included because it's my preference at this time, but in the future maybe they will be included. So in the future, hopefully you will work with your AI, you will go through your ideas, all your drafts, you will simulate a courtroom, you will put it on the blog, and you will include a video, because I'm the first to do this, so I have to explain the process. So now I submit my video. If you have gone to the blog and you have read everything, you should be finding this video on the bottom. And I'm going to kind of break it down of the idea, even though you have read. It's just good to hear from a human being who doesn't use any notes and just has a discussion with you. If you look at the diagram of the blueprint, stage 1 is private AI. I remember working with the OpenClaw, but it turned out to be a disappointment. But we have the architecture that NVIDIA and everybody else is building, but that doesn't change the fact it's a problem. That is a problem that I made sure the first thing in the courtroom, all the AIs go ahead and give their own testimony in terms of what the problem is. So stage 1 is your own private AI that, for example, I have this sensor that I monitor my diabetes, and the data that comes from that, and your medical records, your private chats, your communication, everything that has to do with you as an individual. It's a human right to have privacy. Privacy is a divine right. So when I'm working on this stage, that's what's going on. It's very difficult to explain to people that you are homeless. You are the product. You didn't think of building your own house that is completely independent, that doesn't need to connect to the networks, that becomes your own bank, that handles your transactions, that creates a value for you like a node. So when you enter the marketplace, everything that you've been using, everything that you've been engaging in transaction enters a ledger, and that ledger creates value for yourself. The banks are private entities. They're here to make money. They charge you a fee. If you can't pay, your bank is closed. So with me, I'm starting stage 1 with a ledger system, which is uncorruptible, and that's the challenge. That's why the courtroom has been opened. My blueprint has been presented, and it has several stages. The first one is the people and the privacy, which is very difficult. The second is the public AI, which is for tech companies. They already have their own systems, and they have to be profitable. But then the third, if you look at the bottom, you'll see the Superuser guardians, which is the public office, the Superuser system, which you should already know about if you have been reading the blog. It's not about talking, it's about delivering. To be a guardian, you're going to have an open office. You're going to solve problems, or there's no applying. There's just working hard and having the data to prove that you are a guardian, you are a protector, you solve problems. And then on the bottom, when you go with the diagram, you will see the Linux LVK, the Linux value system, which is kind of like in the Linux department, which I hope to meet with Linus Torvald and his foundation, so that we can begin to work. Because AI has to be set up, tech companies have to work on it, trustees have to coordinate those three with the LVK, an ecosystem where privacy, ads, and connection to tech companies and trusted individuals to the LVK, to the software developers. That triangle has to be without governments. Once everything is stable, then it goes into the BCS system, which is a marketplace. And a marketplace requires regulation, where governments are welcome to propose their regulation after this has been created. You cannot destroy or create a marketplace with your continuous changing on policy and taxes in terms of building a future. You cannot tax innovation and how this creative process is going to come together. You can only participate once this system has run its course and the marketplace is being created. It's a space for you. And I think there's like a last after the marketplace. It escapes my mind, but it is for the people as well, in terms of coming together and overseeing this unique space where the government are going to be held responsible for the policies they are proposing, because governments come and go. They're always coming, they're always going. So this is an architecture that is being presented in a courtroom. This is just the stage 1 of the courtroom. Stage 2, I'm going to go into the courtroom, digitally simulate it, run my blueprint through it, and then come back with the results of stage 2 at a later date. But I wanted to timestamp this video as if I am in a courtroom. And you can certainly see the incredible blueprint diagram. Stage 1, 100% privacy, it's divine. And then you have the blockchain. What does that mean? It's kind of like a cryptographic system, where Bitcoin system, that you can't lie what's coming, what's going. It's like it's just built on the truth. Your private AI, everything is packaged, privacy stuff is removed, and it's sent into the blockchain, where it goes into a public AI that's maintained by the private companies. So you can see what they're doing with your data. You can see how they are building whatever they are building, so that, but in between the people and the tech companies, it's the Superuser system. It's political. It is about being fearless and delivering on the truth. There's no games with people's privacy, people's lives. And I think I'm going to end it there. I want to thank you for listening. Look at the diagram. This was a presentation for my digital court that I wanted to simulate and help you step back. So if you have any ideas, go through the rough draft, simulate a courtroom, present your draft, Open your Buy Me the Coffee. It's free. Put your stuff there. Just get started. We're moving into a world where your data speaks for you. No daddy is going to help you. No money is going to help you. Your work, your efforts, your muscle, your data. It's a society that we're moving on to. You work hard, you sweat, you have the data to prove that you are a super user or you are part of this as a regular citizen. This is being done by a regular citizen without government authorization, without anybody's help. It is a job of a futurist to design a future before it arrives. And that's the goal here. That's what I am doing. Designing it, setting up the procedures, asking you if you want to participate, go through your ideas, present them, let people go through them, and just create this track record where AI can pick up. Probably in the future, all the AIs I'm using are going to be probably on my site, and the Superuser system. The court will be in session. The judge will be in session, where I have reviewed some of the dockets in terms of people who have good ideas. They've run through AI. They'll connect to their own AI, and my AI will talk to their AI, and we'll have a summary. So we just want to live in the future before it arrives, and this helps us just synthesize and organize, especially as regular people. We don't have billions of dollars. No one is coming to save us. We need to be creative, and we need to shape the future before it arrives. And that's exactly what I'm doing. You don't need a complicated information. I'm visualizing the future. I am creating the procedures, and we are outsmarting the tech companies. They are going to be in our courtroom, the public courtroom of the people, for the people, by the people, to the people. Obviously, I have the Constitution and all of that. That's going to be redesigned, but that is also going to be in the courtroom format where the AIs will inspect. I will make a video. I will blog it. That's what's going to happen. With that, I say thank you for watching. Welcome to the Superuser Court of the People, created by the people, implemented by the people, and run by the people in a transparent manner. Everything is open. Anybody who has secrets, who wants to design or do anything, is not welcome. You must be a public person. You must tweet publicly. You must give us all your information publicly. We will decide whether you have a power or not. And that's the message to the governments, to the tech companies. You don't own our future. We are not your product. You will participate in this judgment of equals. Your money means nothing. The truth is the foundation everything is built on. Let's be truthful. Let's build on the truth. I end with this. Speak the truth, defend the truth, and be a supporter of the truth. AI is not something. We cannot give AI a foundation that is built on falsehood and lies. And we will talk about reports at a different time. I will be introducing them in the courtroom. I will see you on the next video, inshallah. This is your Superuser returning to the virtual courtroom. I thank you, all people of this planet. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. May peace and mercy of the Almighty God be with you all. Thank you and goodbye.